are a few people in this world that believe blue Gatorade is better than yellow. I personally think those people are just confused with their sexuality, but that's just my opinion. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and I hope you did your homework I left you with last episode. And by homework, I mean stalk some hot broads through the magic of Facebook. Now, I'm just waiting for the FBI to show up one day and arrest me for being an accomplice in the murder of a teenage girl. So if you don't hear from me for a while, Papa Attack is going away for an extended period of time. Personally, I don't think I'm suited for prison, although my first time dropping the soap would be an extremely entertaining video for you guys. But you guys know why you're here. You're here to get some tips and some tricks on how to improve your Call of Duty KD. I'm just fucking with you. You guys want to know how the fuck to get laid, so I promise I will do my best to guide you somewhere around the right direction. So the last two episodes, we talked about how to kind of change your personality, how to pretend you give a fuck what girls say, and how to spark up interesting conversations over a late night stalk fest on Facebook. Now, I think you guys are ready for the next step, the part that will put you oh so close to losing that dreaded V card, executing the assignment. You've taken all the necessary steps up till this point, and assuming you guys can grow a pair of balls for 30 seconds, you're basically already there. What I'm talking about, guys, is confidence. I mean bold, underline, probably in italics to show the importance of this word, confidence. Okay, definitely in italics. So the problem a lot of guys have is the fact that they put themselves in the friend zone from day one. Now this can be a hard thing to overcome, but with the proper attitude and some helpful tips that I hope I can give you, I believe I can do my best to try and solve your problems. The main misconception that guys have is they feel the need to become close friends with the girl to eventually sleep with her. But to be completely honest with you, if you're not blessed with chiseled features, that girl will not hesitate to stick you straight into the no-fuck zone. Now, I'm not saying ignore the bitch, because obviously you need to develop somewhat of a relationship to engage her feelings, but what I mean is don't ever do these two things. Offer to do her schoolwork. Now, you're probably thinking, who the shit does girls' schoolwork for them? And you would honestly be surprised. I know that there are a few guys who are watching this right now that are punching themselves in the face for making that mistake, but doing schoolwork together is so different. I would almost tell you guys to go and do that because it gives you a reason to spend time with them. My college roommate would actually start with this step, doing projects together and whatnot, and end up studying human anatomy instead of math in the end, which was completely epic because most of the girls had boyfriends and he was just slaying mad broads. But yeah, schoolwork for them is definitely a no. Second thing is telephone calls for an extended period of time, more than say 20 minutes. Now, I know when you develop feelings for a girl, you can handle talking to the broad over the phone for that amount of time, but I would strongly recommend sticking to text messages and brief phone conversations because they can be hard to keep interesting if you keep them on too long, and you always want to keep the girl wanting more of you. I mean, if you spend 5 hours at school with her during the day, you really don't need that extra hour at night to fuck things up when you're not on top of your game. So, back to the main topic. As much as girls want to be stimulated by your attention, you thought I was going to say penis, didn't you? Get your head out of the gutters. But as much as girls like attention, they actually like being ignored too, which is the most contradictory thing I've ever said. But I'm going to try my best to explain myself. Now, you gotta think of girls as little children. When a kid has a toy to play with all the time, they'll eventually just get bored of it and leave it in that old raggedy-ass pile of toys that they don't give a fuck about anymore. But the second you take that toy away, and the toy being you, then they suddenly feel that the only thing that they want in life is that particular toy back. You guys could be that toy. You have to fuck with the girl's mind, and this may seem mean, but if you get laid because of this, the last thing you'll be worried about is her feelings. So the best way to kind of go about this is keep your options open. You always want it to seem like there is something better you could be doing with your time than spending it with her, and B, some girl is better than her. This will drop her self-confidence by 47% and make it that much easier for you to complete your assignment. When girls feel like they're second to something, they'll try their best to come out on top. It's just their nature, and depending on the self-respect level that the girl you're going for has, you could be performing the slippery pickle with her in no time. But anyways, guys, if this advice helped you get that much closer to performing unspeakable things, on underage girls. It'd be amazing if you could take a second to consider favoriting slash commenting on slash liking this video, because it really does help me out. But until next time, guys, I'm the Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, mortals?
I'm the Attack here. When I become president of Canada, the first thing I'm doing is changing the name of our police officers up here to sheriffs. Sheriff is just like a job title you can walk into a room with, slow motion, Def Leppard playing in the background, and you can kind of say in a sexy undertone, I'm the new sheriff in town. It doesn't really work in Canada for Royal Canadian Mounted Police. You also notice I said President of Canada, and you're probably confused. Oh my god, Attack, it's called Prime Minister, you're so dumb. Well, by that time, a lot of shit's gonna change, guys. I'm gonna have to clear my schedule. I've got some world-changing decisions to make. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and did you see what I did there? That's the confidence I've been talking about. If you could walk up to any girl and bullshit a story, or show the bitch you're the man with a plan, panties will drop harder than scary monsters and nice sprites. Now, assuming you guys have taken my advice up to this point, you should already know that. And that's one cool thing about this series is I know a lot of you guys watch me for the comedy and whatnot. I guess it kind of is comedy. I enjoy it. I laugh at my stuff. But if you actually do listen closely and take some keynotes, there is a lot of solid info in here that can drastically change your dating slash sex life forever. So, so far, guys, we covered the whole confidence aspect, the choosing of our potential mate. Now, let's not say mate, because let's say love partner. Mate kind of sounds like we're a bunch of square bandies getting ready for a double date at IHOP, although the waffles are delicious there. I know a lot of people don't go to IHOP for the waffles because it's a pancake place. It's just an underrated fast food thing. But we covered how to initiate conversation and basically how to take off your invisibility cloak and show the women's that you kind of mean business. We're here, we're horny, get used to it. So today we're going to be covering a very important step that basically, any of you guys can do, and it doesn't involve face-to-face conversation. It actually kind of probably falls right into your guys' wheelhouse. I know a lot of you YouTubers are big into technology, and for this segment, all you basically need is a cell phone and the girl's phone number. Now, I apologize in advance to all my Amish viewers and people still living in the 70s because you can't actually text to a landline. But what I'm talking about today, guys, is sexting. Now, I did say in order to do this, you need the girl's phone number, so I'm going to give you a few options on how to get it. If you're lucky enough to have a class with the girl, whether it be college, high school, middle school, preschool, I don't know. Kids are growing up so fast these days with all the hormones in our food. But basically, just ask the girl for a number because you'd like to keep up with assignments in case you ever have a sick day. And we all know sick days mean Call of Duty and masturbating, but she does not need to know that. Bitches love smart, go-getter type of guys, and if you kind of prop those glasses up and say some smart, big-ass words, the girl cannot resist. Another one you can use is the classic, oh, me and my friends are having a sick party this weekend. You should so throw me your number and I'll text you to come with your friends. It's gonna be amazing. If she says no first, you can also add something in there like, oh, it wouldn't be fun without you. You're super hilarious. You're like the frickin' life of the party. Now, obviously, we don't believe that because when has a girl ever been funny? But she'll be so hyped up that you complimented her that she just won't give a fuck. Also, see how I use the word toss me your number in there? You can also use throw or shoot me your number. For some weird reason, girls are more inclined to give it to you when you use some douchey sport term as opposed to give me your number. She won't want to straight up give it to you, but tossing it to you for some stupid reason is no fucking big deal. I absolutely hate women sometimes. And, if all else fails, guys, pay the $29.99 and trace her phone number on the internet, or see if she has it up on Facebook. For some reason, girls like to make it easy for people to stalk them, and then complain when they get texts at 4 a.m. from their creepy pedo science teacher pretending to be Taylor Lautner. But anyways, guys, we have the number. Now what you have to do is pretend to be smooth. That's all it is. I know for a fact that most of you guys can't actually sweet talk a girl face to face, and, bros, that's okay. I'm not mad. That's why I'm here. That's why I was sent to you from somewhere. I don't know. I was sent to you, though, to do this. And so what you want to do is initiate sexual relations via text message. The way to do this is basically once you've developed and kind of shown your feelings for her, start up a convo all cutesy by using compliments, things you like about her. Oh, by the way, your hair was super cute today. She'll hopefully reply with something like, oh, thanks. Now here is where you bury the fucking hatchet, boys. Once you can take a compliment, you are so in. You are so in, it is retarded. So after she accepts the compliment, you say this or something like this. Haha, you're the cutest girl ever, or haha, you're so awesome, or haha, I've never met anyone as cool as you. Cool really means sexy, but she doesn't need to know that. And by saying haha or lol, it makes it seem like you're smiling while saying it, as opposed to someone with one hand on their dick while texting creepy shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, you can still jerk and text, just make sure to add the haha or lol in there. So the final thing is, once you've established this complimentary bond with her, keep taking advances every few days. Once you get to the actual sexual part of things. Now, what you want to do is say something that will make her ask questions, just to make sure that she's interested. What I mean is say something like, oh, I should go to the gym, but I'd be so down for some cardio later. Wink face. Now what she's thinking is, cardio? What does he mean? And she'll answer with something like, oh, really? What kind of cardio? Boom! Right there, you are now a fucking tarantula, and she's a poor little sparrow caught in your web of sex. Answer her question with another question. I don't know, what kind of cardio were you thinking? Wink face. Emoticons are key here, guys. Now, if we did this right, she'll say something like, I think I have a good idea, wink face. But if you did it wrong, she'll say, what the fuck are you talking about? But all you gotta do, guys, is keep practicing. If it doesn't work the first time, switch it up. I promise, the more comfortable you make her, the easier it'll be to progress your relationship, and ultimately, the closer you'll be to having sex. So if you enjoyed this video just a little bit, and you guys want to help me out, favorites and likes really do help grow my channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Also, make sure to leave me some comments, guys. You know I love to read every single one. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and my Facebook, both twitter.com, facebook.com/IAmTheAttack. But I hope you guys enjoyed as always. Until next time, I'm the Attack, and I'm
What is up, mortals?
I'm the Attack here. Rape is such a gray area word. With all these girls nowadays suddenly trying to gain a sense of self-respect back, it makes it easy to take a bro to court and say that he raped you, just because you don't want to seem like a whore. Personally, if you've managed to get a girl one-on-one in a room, you're good, bro. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here, and today we're going to cover how to properly consume alcohol in the presence of a woman to ensure consensual sexual intercourses at the end of the night, as well as give you guys some tips and tricks on how to avoid rape charges. So, in the previous videos, you guys have been learning how to meet women, stalk them on the internet, and con them into giving you their phone numbers for educational purposes. And honestly, guys, I'm proud of you. But it's time for you guys to walk up to that girl, essentially graze her hip, and say, you, me, sex, now, Sparta. Now, I added Sparta there because I'm assuming you're extremely nervous and you're just going to spit up an extra word. Or maybe you got excited and you finished in 3.5 seconds. I don't know. Sparta is personally my finishing word whenever me and Mrs. Attack play Bury the Python. But anyways, that's enough about my sex life. Let's discuss yours. Now, the first thing we gotta look at is your place of business, and by business I mean sex. Now, there are a couple places you can hang out with girls where you can up your chances. These are known as high traffic sex zones. Some of these include house parties, costume parties, birthday parties, sex parties, mostly parties, actually only parties. Now, I know a lot of you guys are fine watching a movie alone and taking it to the bedroom, but this step involves adult alcoholic beverages, and unless you want to get drunk and watch Aladdin 2 Return of Jafar, I suggest you take into consideration these methods. And if you're fine hooking up on your own, then obviously wouldn't be here. So basically, I'm just going to do a step-by-step process of how to kind of present yourself at a party. A big added bonus is showing up with a solid group of 5 to 6 bros late. Now, not so late that it's slim pickings and your only option left is funny Alice. I know she has a good heart, guys, but when your penis hides in fear, she's not right for you, bro. I'm saying like 45 minutes late. Now, girls for some reason are attracted to groups of guys. It's the cheerleader effect. You know, when 6 guys show up looking boss as fuck, the girl won't care which one she hooks up with. She just wants a piece of that pie. And yes, you can be that piece. Now, if time isn't your thing, you can also have a recon bro already at the party to kind of text you when the girls started drinking. Just another option. So once you've established yourself as fuckable material and done kind of a check on your surroundings, continue to coerce with your friends while the girls have a few drinks and get well lubricated. Now we're going to talk about the proper level of alcohol for you to consume. I would advise bringing a 12-pack of beer to the party for 2 reasons. 1, it makes you look like you can handle your booze as opposed to bringing a 6er of Mike's Hard Lemonade. And 2, when you decide you don't want to drink anymore, you can share it with your friends. Sharing is caring, guys. Spread the love. Now, it's time to mingle in with the crowd. Pick your specimen and start the process. What you want to do is kind of lightly start up a conversation with the girl of your choosing, talk for a bit, and then kind of leave her alone for a while. Say, well, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Don't worry, guys, she is. Now that she's talking to you. So what you're going to want to do is a good, 30-45 minute lap around the premises, spark up some conversations, and then make a straight beeline back to that exact girl. Here's where it gets really tricky, guys. You gotta be smooth and use these exact lines along with the coinciding body movements. What you're gonna do is take your hand and reach for her drink while saying, I think you've had a few too many. While you take your other hand and place it on her wrist. Body contact. Bitches love it. Establishing body contact is the best way to spark up a sexual connection. And when the girl has a few sugary penny dropper drinks, her senses will basically be at an all-time high and up your chances of sleeping with her. Now, assuming you did this right, you'll be following her up the stairs to the bedroom. But if you fail this time, guys, don't go feed her more drinks so she's half unconscious and won't remember. That's called rape, and you don't want to be that guy. Trust me, guys, you'll get your shot. Also, try to avoid raping a girl if your name starts with an R. It makes it too easy for those douchebag Letterman wearing jocks. I don't even know if Letterman jackets are still in, but anyways, it makes it too easy for them to come up with the simple-minded, pointless nicknames like, oh look, there goes Ryan the rapist. Don't sit by him, he's Randy the rapist. Congratulations, you made a connection that both words start with the fucking letter R. Now go jerk off to some TSN highlight reel plays, faggot. Anyways, the point of the story is rape is not the answer. Be confident, make your move, show her you mean business. I mean, girls are honestly attracted to a man who knows what he wants, and if what you want is them, sometimes that's just something they have to deal with. But anyways, guys, if you really enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it, and you love me, mainly for the fact that you love me, I would greatly appreciate you adding this to your favorites so fellow bros out there can get the help that they need. The bro empire is building, and I'm glad you guys can be a part of it. Also, guys, I just moved places, so it's going to be tough for me to get some uploads. I'm actually handing this off as a flash drive file to one of my friends to upload for me, so it's gonna be really tough for me to get content out. So I hope you guys can really enjoy this one, and I'd love some feedback on it. Finally, I'd just like to announce that I now have a Vietnamese exchange student living with me. His name's Kimmy J, and he's really shy. He also makes YouTube videos. All your support helps, and I'm gonna link you guys to his No Reason Boner video, one of the funniest videos I've watched on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
Hey asshole, the boy Kimmy J, the #1 commentator from Vietnam.
What is up, mortals?
I'm The Attack here.
What's up, mortals? I'm The Attack here. Welcome to the How to Get Laid series, episode 7, Young Girls. Now, I was going to spell girls with a Z, but I'm not some hipster rap artist. And, in this series, through my best efforts, I feel so far that I've helped you guys get that much closer to losing your man-chinity. At least that's what the comments say. I get all these comments on my videos saying, bro, this helped me get laid, thank you so much, or, dude, I got laid last night, I love you for helping me. That's all good if you're being honest and truthful, but if you're lying just to gain attention and impress your friends via the interwebs, not cool, bro. Not cool. My main goal is to entertain, and if by some small random miracle I happen to guide you down the path of sleeping with that slightly underage yet still legal girl, that's just an added bonus. So while we're on the subject of underage girls, did you see that? Did you see that segue into today's topic? They don't pay me the big bucks for nothing. So today we're talking about the air quote right girl for you. Not for your bro Johnny, not for the football quarterback Preston, but for you. Some guys have a hard time grasping that concept. Now you can either see it as a girl who you feel comfortable enough with to be yourself, but at the same time still want to sleep with her. I mean, you may have that comfortability level around your friend funny Sandra, but just because she has humor doesn't mean you have to sleep with her. This is just basically a whole standards thing. I mean, when you're looking back showing your grandkids your black book of all the broads you took to Pound Town, you don't really want to have that picture of funny Sandra. You just don't, guys, trust me. Now B, this is where things can get a lot easy for you. B is basically just find a girl who actually will sleep with you. If all you're looking for is a story to tell your friends over a guild meeting on World of Warcraft, then take the easy route. Sleep with that chick who has double-digit notches on her belt, because honestly, she won't give a fuck if you're talented in the sack. Side note, guys, to get some helpful tips, I would suggest stealing a Cosmo magazine from your older sister. Cosmo has some great tips on what women actually want, and if you can't find any, there's always some racy half-nude photos to play some solo mode with. This is a whole preference thing, guys. I'm just trying to help you out with some options depending on what you want. Now on to the main topic for today: age difference. This is a God-given gift and probably the most useful one any man has in their arsenal. Let me try and explain it to you like this. When you were younger and your older brother told you to lick the frozen pole because it would make you cool, you French kissed the shit out of that pole because you wanted to fit in, and because you felt the gain the approval of someone older and more experienced would make you the man. It may have left you with no taste buds for a month, but it was worth it. Now, translating that into women, younger girls just want to fit in with their friends, with their peers, and especially with the older crowd. It's science, and science doesn't fuck around, guys. It's a proven fact that you'll be 67% more likely to hook up with a younger girl than a girl your age or older. I've done the math like a bajillion times and I always get the same number. My younger girl to older girl ratio is like 10 to 1, and you don't see me complaining. I know that there's some of you out there that may feel embarrassed going for a younger girl, feel like you're air quote cheating the system, or think your friends won't approve. If your bro is laughing at you for hanging out with a younger girl, just give him a backhand slap straight to the mouth. Just right to the mouth. That'll shut him up. And when you're having extremely flexible sexual relations with that girl, just because she's younger and hasn't been stricken by arthritis yet, nothing else will matter. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video and feel that the advice may have helped you like 11% and wouldn't mind helping me out, I really appreciate if you could take a quick second to leave me some ratings, some comments, and if you found this video at like a 27% helpfulness level, feel free to add it to your favorites and share it with fellow bros, letting them know that young girls are the new any girls. It's a revolution, guys. Hop on board. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.
What is up, mortals?
I'm the attack here.
If your idea of a romantic date is tying a bow tie to the tip of your penis, this series just may be for you. What is up, mortals? I'm The Attack here. Welcome to the How to Get Laid series, episode 8, Dates and Shit. This one goes out to all the classy guys, like all 7 of you. You see, the reason I really wanted to talk about this is because I personally am a bro who likes to know the chick's name before we have sex. Not even just the name, I want to know if it's actually a girl I'm sleeping with before we engage in sexual intercourses. Not that there have been that many cases where I've been surprised. Come on, man. It's 2 a.m. when the bar closes. The lighting was totally off. Way to cock block me, son. Dick. Try having daylight a little bit longer next time so I'm not bringing man Lady Gaga back to my room. I would rather not play a game of dick or no dick after getting my grind on to the best of Akon on the dance floor all night. Whoa, Lane, went a little too in depth there. That definitely did not happen more than once. So on to the topic. Taking a girl on a date may seem like an easy thing. Lane, I can ask any girl out that I want. Now let me say this, there are so many classifications of dates, and to optimize your chances of motorboating them titties at the end of the night, listen up. If you're taking a girl out for the first time to Jack in the Box because you have a coupon for 2-for-1 ciabatta burgers, get a hold of yourself, rookie. You really think that a girl is gonna get down on her knees for a burger and fries? Now that's assuming you don't live in Houston, Texas, but that, guys, I'm sorry, is classified as a hangout. not a date. Now, there are so many variables in this situation, but right now we're talking about the initial date, that one that will make or break the relationship from the get-go. Girls love a man who can make decisions, the man with the plan. You want to be that man. Now, whether or not you have access to a motor vehicular is the start. Bitches love to be picked up in that shiny, polished ride, and from watching 90210 with my girlfriend, exact times and dates are a must. So I'll pick you up Friday at 8, and then just walk away. You just A, blew her mind with your confidence level, and B, did not even give her a chance in hell to reject that offer. As much as girls love to control the situation, you are now controlling the situation. It's like an override button on every girl's motherboard. Take the situation in your own hands. Welcome to Fucktown, girl. Population U. Now back to the whole vehicle situation. I know a lot of you guys aren't sporting whips at such a young age. I personally took my parents' minivan at certain points to pick my girlfriends up for dates. Nothing is worse than putting a chick in the basket that sits on the front of your bike. I guess maybe a Vespa is worse, unless you guys have matching helmets and it's actually kind of cute. Or a Segway. The creators of Segway weren't really the most date-friendly people. Have you honestly ever tried fitting 2 or more people on a fucking Segway? Actually, fun fact of the day, one of the co-creators of the Segway fell off a cliff and died while riding a Segway. That is irony if I ever heard it. But anyways, guys, back to the point. Any ride is a good ride. Don't let pride get in the way here, guys. Do you want to know how many times I nailed Mrs. Attack in the back of my parents' 2003 Mazda MPV? It's spacious and has a comfortability level that you would not believe. Zoom, zoom. I'm the Attack, proudly sponsored by Mazda. One day. So, we have our date, we have our time, we have our vehicle. Now all we need is a venue. That one place, that special place where magic happens. Disney World! Lol, JK. No need to take a girl to Disney World. All you have to do is take her for a ride on your Matterhorn. Now, in all seriousness, there are a few options, mostly conventional, unless you've been watching a lot of romantic comedies lately and have some unique super date, but then you wouldn't be watching this video. So, obviously, first off, we have the movies. Now, movies are great if you want to sit in the back and pay $35 to sneak in a solid 40 to 45 minutes of making out. In my opinion, it's basically like prostitution. You aren't watching the movie, and all you're getting is a little bit of tongue action. Honestly, you can pay an extra $10 to any broad on the street corner, and I'll guarantee she will do more than make out with you. Prostitution is the backbone of society, and not enough people take advantage of the well-priced, most likely diseased sexual relations. I mean, how else are these girls gonna pay their way through med school? God, if I was a chick, I'd be selling more than just my body. If you're gonna do it, may as well put in the effort, right? Anyways, the movies are great if you're 11 and the new Shrek just came out, but option 2 is dinner. Now, dinner may be a bit more difficult for some of you guys because it's a very intimate setting, one-on-one. You're only conversing with the girl sitting across from you. You gotta be on your game 24/7, and I'm personally more of a 23/7 kind of guy, so this last option might be for you. Finally, we have the air quote events of the evening. Now, the reason I air quote this is because it's obviously going to be different for everyone depending on where you live. Now, I doubt in Florida they have polar bear races, but up in Canada, that's a fucking Wednesday night for me. Try and find a fun activity going on in your town, whether it be maybe a fair, win that chick some oversized stuffed animals, bowling, a music festival. The options are completely endless. Girls do just want to have fun, and if you can provide that fun entertainment for the girl, well, let's just say, guys, panties be dropping. Anyways, best of luck in your dating endeavors, and if you want to practice, girl, I'll lend you my girlfriend, Mrs. Attack, for an evening. All you have to do is add this video to your favorites, leave me a like, and toss me a comment answering this question. If you took Mrs. Attack on a date for a night, where would you take her? I'll be reading the funniest comments in my next video. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm the Attack, and I'm out. What is up, mortals? I'm the Attack here. Welcome to the How to Get Laid series, episode 8, the It Factor. What does that mean, Lane? Close your mouths, little birdies. Papa Attack is gonna feed you. First off, I'm so sorry for taking a few days off here, and for those of you wondering where I was, hookers and blow, my friends. Hookers and blow. So for those of you that are new to this series, let me try and kind of explain how it works. I basically watch reruns of 90210 and the OC, write important shit down, and then regurgitate it back to you over some subpar Call of Duty gameplay. With a little added humor, not to float my own boat or anything. I mean, how could you not love this series? Statistics have shown that 2 in every 37,000 people have gotten laid from watching these videos. Now, I do have 2 accounts, but that's besides the point. So let's just hop straight into this video. The It Factor. What I'm talking about is that certain niche, that pop in your step, the wheels that make you spin. Basically the reason why any girl would want to sleep with you rather than your bro Johnny. Now there are so many things that fall in this category. You could be the athletic superstar, the video production specialist, or the chess club champion, for all that I care, as long as you take that title and rock the tits out of it. I've said this so many times before, but I just can't say it enough. Confidence, confidence, confidence is the best way to get that special girl's attention. Confidence in yourself, being proud of your goals and your achievements in life. A lot of people are under the impression that being the captain of the football team is cooler than being the head of yearbook design. Says fucking who? Society is so ass backwards with their tabloids and headlines, their idea of what is socially acceptable and air quote right. The perfect body, the perfect lifestyle. I'm sorry, TMZ, I'd rather not have a girl's ribcage puncture her lungs when I'm sleeping with her. Thank you very much. Sorry to go off on a little tangent there, I just had to get that out of my system. The point is, guys, be yourself, do what you love, and just fucking rock it. If you enjoy making clay sculptures of Taylor Lautner, and you're good at it, then you're successful as a person. If everyone in the world did the same thing, same job, same lifestyle, same interests, then everyone would be walking around like fucking zombies. The world would be one big polygamous community, and I personally don't have the time to deal with 40 wives with half-retarded looking hair ponies wearing puke green dresses made out of a fucking burlap sack. I got too much shit to do. Point is, guys, diversity and variety is what makes this world spin the way it does. Do what you love, and do it to the best of your abilities. I promise, once you realize that what you're doing is cool, no matter what people say, it will be the most liberating feeling ever. I mean, look at what I do, for example. I play video games, record them, and talk to myself into a fucking microphone. Try explaining that to a girl well enough to get her to sleep with you. The thing is, it is possible. It can be done. It's just how you explain it to people that's the hard part. There are certain things that people don't understand, and when someone doesn't understand something, they automatically don't like it. It's how the human mind works. I mean, we're from the internet. We don't like change. Look what they tried to do with YouTube Cosmic Panda. Why don't they try YouTube Cosmic Go the fuck back to layout 4 years ago? Anyways, back to my point. I'm gonna pose a scenario here, give you guys some examples on how to introduce yourself to a woman. First, here's an example of what not to do. Hey, I'm Lane, and I like to play Call of Duty and like talk about sex tips and stuff to teenagers on the internet and then put it on YouTube and stuff. The only response you bet you will get with that is, "Ooh, you fucking pervert," and you'll be lucky to walk out of there without a slap on the face. Now, let's try a different approach. Hey, I'm Lane. I'm kind of nerdy and enjoy playing video games. I'm also into graphic design and video production. I actually have a contract with the biggest video game company in the world. You might not have heard of them, Machinima. And then she'll all be like,
"Wow, biggest gaming company? That's amazing."
boom! Bitch's attention is yours. Now here's where the good part comes in.
So Lane, what exactly do you do for them? What does your job entail?
Well, you know, I do game reviews, mostly talking about upcoming releases and such, as well as give advice to underprivileged teenagers on how to become an overall better person in life. And then she'll be all like,
"Wow, Lane, you've just inspired me to be a better person, and I'm 47% more certain that I want to have sexual intercourse with you."
and then all you gotta say is, "It's just a job title, babe. I just like to play Call of Duty, and when duty calls, I answer." The more descriptive and exciting you can make something seem, the better response you'll get in return. It's just simple mathematics. Now, I'd give you guys the formula, but I don't think you're quite ready for it yet. It will come in good time, and all these tips can be used to get a girlfriend as well, if that's what you're after. I know some of you guys would rather have a relationship than pick up some blonde bimbo with self-esteem problems and daddy issues. It works both ways. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to give it a thumbs up, maybe toss it a favorite, leave me a comment if you think that these tips will make you become more confident and eventually allow you to engage in sexual intercourse with a female, or at least be in the same room as them. Baby steps, guys. Practice makes perfect, and we'll all get there one day. Finally, guys, make sure to tune in tomorrow, Sunday, October 23rd, for the My First Series finale. That series has been so special to me, and you don't want to miss this video. I hope to see you guys there. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I'm The Attack, and I'm out.